7 Action News reporter Sarah Michaels joins us from the 7 Action newsroom after speaking with a former federal prosecutor about the uncharted territory.
There really isn't a precedent for this upcoming arraignment. I'm being told the event that many can think of that was the closest is the trial of John Edwards. He was a former vice presidential candidate.
The allegations were that a donor paid $1 million to a mistress of John Edwards who had had a child with him.
On a Zoom call, former federal prosecutor Mark Chutko brought up the 2011 felony charges against former vice presidential candidate John Edwards. Now, he was the last presidential candidate a grand jury criminally charged and was never convicted.
That case had very similar allegations.
Sources say former President Trump is facing around 24 charges, likely over a $130,000 hush money payment made by Trump's then personal attorney to porn star Stormy Daniels near the end of the 2016 campaign. The alleged hush money payment itself isn't a crime, but the way that Trump accounted for it might be.
Reporting is that it's going to relate to a state charge of falsification of business records. The problem with that is that's a misdemeanor charge, and so to make it a felony, they have to show that it either assisted or covered up a felony offense.
What do you think about them pressing charges against former President Trump? Do you think that that was fair?
I think they should have been pressed charges against him.
Why did it take so long to do it? If they wanted it, really. It's just a setup is what it is.
Back in January, I just think it's going to happen again. It's going to be a whole riot.
Well, there's incredible amounts of security right now at the courthouse because they're concerned about protests. They're concerned about potential for violence.
Opinions on the indictment are split, and to avoid a scene on Tuesday, Chutko tells me he thinks the indictment may happen when no one expects. He believes Trump will move to attack and dismiss the indictment itself, which could create delays in the process.
Delay could work to the former president's benefit in this case, because the closer we come to the primaries, the more chaos and confusion that will cause. Chaos and confusion is not good for a federal trial.
All Trump has to do is get a hung jury. If one juror is sympathetic to his position, then there's no conviction, and they have to try again. Reporting in the 7 Action newsroom, I'm Sarah Michaels for 7 Action News.